Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Youth of the Year dinner. Let's get started celebrating our outstanding youth. I'm Jake Wilkoff. I'm a member of the Union League Club, a longtime member of the Union League Boys and Girls Clubs Associate Board, a volunteer coach at the clubs, and part-time Santa Claus. I'll be your MC for the evening, and right now I'm obviously on stage. But tonight we want these amazing youth to be our focus. So for the rest of the program, I will be announcing from the back of the room. We also have our Zoom attendees joining us as well. A special thanks to our event technology sponsor, Audrey and Dave Johnson. Your sponsorship supports our IT and AV needs for this evening. As a reminder, the buffet on the left will remain open until 7:30, and the buffet on the right by the fireplace is closed and will turn over to a Sunday bar with donuts that will follow the program. So, Youth of the Year. What exactly is Youth of the Year? Boys and Girls Clubs of America's Youth of the Year recognition is the highest honor a club member can achieve. It celebrates youth who have overcome enormous odds and demonstrated exceptional character and accomplishments. Beginning at the club level and continuing through the state and regional competitions, Boys and Girls Club members throughout the country compete for Youth of the Year honors. The 5 regional winners will meet in our nation's capital in September, where they will compete for the National Youth of the Year title. The talented young people we have with us tonight have been recognized as being exceptional among the more than 15,000 members of the Union League Boys and Girls Clubs. Tonight, yes. Tonight, we will hear from our 7 Youth of the Year finalists and announce our winner. We'll also announce our Junior Youth of the Year winner and hear them speak. This year, we have 15 candidates for the Youth of the Year and Junior Youth of the Year, showcasing our current club locations and a few of the new sites we just opened in the past year. The Junior and Senior Youth of the Year candidates worked extremely hard this year preparing for the competition. This year was filled with a lot of extensive and intentional activities to help each candidate grow their confidence and have fun. These activities has consisted of weekly coaching sessions provided by the club advisors and coaching sessions hosted via Zoom and with volunteers. And one final mention, all of our Youth of the Year candidates are wearing blue ribbons and their guests have small flower boutonnieres. So please congratulate them when you see them. Next, I'd like to introduce Union League Boys and Girls Club Board President Cindy Doherty to come up to the stage.
Just hand it to me. This thing hates me. It falls down all the time. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight. And I tend to walk around when I talk. So I have the script that I'm going to try to read, but I usually go off script a little bit. I hope you don't mind. So good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. You are in for a treat as you hear from our wonderful youth who so beautifully encompass our mission. 2021, despite its challenges, was a pivotal year in our organization's history. We took assessment of the increased needs of our youth throughout Chicago, and in the fall of 2021, opened 7 new sites. Yes, woo, that's good. Additionally, we served nearly 15,000 youth, distributed over 200,000 healthy meals and snacks, and conducted enrichment programs in mentoring, restorative justice, dance, sport, art, you name it. We have it available to our kids. We are thrilled to share our plans to open 3 additional school-based clubs in the upcoming months for a grand total of 22 clubs throughout the city. Thank you. So as I look around this room, I want to thank the parents. Thank you all so very much Please stand up if you're a parent. If you're a parent of one of our contestants, please stand up. Yep. Yep. Wonderful. Over here. Let's hear it over here. Please stand up. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And you know what? I know I do every day when I look at my kids. And when you look at your kids, I think you say, you are the best to me. Yep. And that's what it's all about. All right. So we thank the parents, coaches, staff who work so closely with our kids every day. Without you, none of this would be possible. So thank you. We know your job has never been more challenging. We'd also like to honor a number of people. And we have several special guests with us tonight that I have the privilege of introducing. First off, Superwoman, our fearless leader. She doesn't know the word no. She never sleeps. I don't know. No, she really never. Where's Hector? Hector, does she ever sleep? Okay. No, she does not sleep. So our union, we are so thrilled and proud to be here tonight with our president and CEO. Brian, what do you think? Batwoman? Batwoman, okay. Marianne Mahon Hewells, please stand up. Now, we are so blessed to have the board that we do. Would all of our trustees please stand up? Because none of this is possible without you. Stand up, let's hear it. All right, Jake, make some noise. Let's rock the roof here. Come on, woo! Come on, make some noise. Let's hear it. Thank you all. God bless you, because we would not be where we are today without you. And I mean, I'm talking, we have trustees that I believe have 40-year pins and 45-year pins and 35-year pins. Terry, what's your pin? Only 20? Oh, he's a baby. Churros, what's your pin? Oh, see what happens when you get old? You forget. John Lemker. 30, stand up. You just stand up. 35 years, John Lemker. Mary, am I skipping anybody here? Nope. Okay, we are good. Now I'm going to go back on script, so don't get nervous. She's timing. Her foot's tapping. That's what's going on right now. Okay, so associate board members, the youth, the vitality, they talk the same lingo as people, us crazy old people. We don't know that lingo. So with the associate board members, please stand up. Woo! All right. Make some noise for these creative, wonderful young generation, okay? They are the incoming trustees. Thank you all so very much. Okay, wow, our school principals. Stand up, please. Where are we? Oh. Let's hear it for our principals, okay? Who keep those doors open. Thank you so very much. Brian Sodi, back to you. Stand up, buddy. Brian is our dear friend, right here, Executive Director of the Boys and Girls Club Illinois Alliance. Yes. And I did just go out of order. Sorry about that, Mayor. Now, Megan Hogard, Chiefs of School Network 16. Thank you so much, Megan. Thank you. Sonia Castro, Network Operation Manager. Thank you so much. Your assistance is so vital. Thank you each and every day. Okay, so we'd like to say a huge thank you to our volunteer youth members for taking the time to meet with our candidates via Zoom over the last few months. Our volunteer coaches this year included associate board members, trustees, and even Youth of the Year alumni. Please stand to be recognized. Come on, volunteers, stand up. Your time, your dedication, your passion. Thank you, Matt. Yes. So now we have to extend a very special thank you to our judges. Rich Ashland, Guy Arvia, Charles Brummel, sitting right there. Charles, stand up. Thank you. Megan Chody, Jennifer Nowak, Ian Fleming. Thank you, Ian. Margaret Yan, please stand up. Thank you. Now, I'm just going to say Dr. Kaz, but it's actually John Kazmarowski, who's a proud Club One alum. Dr. Kaz, is he here? Oh, he lives in Oregon. He's not here. Sorry. Okay, Todd Schnick. I know Todd's here. Thank you, Todd. Todd is like the poster child of new trustees. Boy, did he jump in with 2 feet from day one. He just kept joining things and we just kept smiling. So thank you, Todd Schnick. Judy and John Scully, they are not here. They're where it's nice and warm. And last but certainly not least, our beloved ho, 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 Jake Wyckoff. Look, Jake, stand up. Where'd he go? Where you at, Jake? There he is. Give a wave. Give us a ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. All right. So now we have to thank our very special sponsors. The Shaw family for sponsoring youth technology sponsorship. Ginger and Jimmy Meyer. Jimmy, you stand up, please. Now you give a wave. Give him a wave. All right, let's hear it for Jimmy Meyer. Youth development sponsors. Well, the Shade Family Foundation, and I see Lisa and DJ. Hello. And it just happens to be Lisa's birthday today. Woo! Should we sing to her? Should we sing? What do you think? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to you. She will not let me forget that. I can tell you that now. Okay, so event technology sponsorship, Audrey and Dave Johnson, please stand up. Dave, there they are right there. Thank you so much. Now, our event sponsors, the Fitzgerald family. We are so thankful. We are so grateful. Celine, your energy, everything you do. She wants me to stop talking. Okay, thank you to the Fitzgerald family. Okay, the Fleming family. Thank you so much. Jeannie and Patrick Herbert, who are not here this evening, who are also in the warm weather. Marcia Hoover and Tom Caraba, who also could not be here this evening. John Lemker. Thank you. Heidi and Paul Shade, I think they're roughing it somewhere warm. Yep. Michelle and Matt Sheehan. Thank you. Thank you so much. Our very own David Torres. Stand up, old man. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. Okay. So I also want to send big thanks to our table sponsors, Anita and Craig Labus. Craig, stand up. Julia and Cosman. Cosman, yes, Julia, thank you. And thank you to everyone who sponsored all of our members and their guests to attend. Your support is greatly appreciated. Now I'm going to go off script here, but just for a minute, Marianne, don't panic. I wrote it down, so bear with me. Bear, grab my phone. I will go back on script here. So I did that. Thank you to Megan Chody and Garrett Popcorn Shops for the donation of the bags of popcorn at your tables. Thank you to Jacqueline Vaussier and the Claxton Club for donating the publication, Chicago by the Book, to each of our candidates tonight. A final special thank you to our Youth of the Year co-chairs, Stacy Fleming and Celine Fitzgerald, for work on this wonderful event. We could not be more grateful for each and every one of you and how you serve as advocates for our youth. None of this would be possible without you. Now, we have had a friend for many, many years, and her name is Sandy Pakuda with American Airlines. Sandy, could you stand up? Thank you for your years of friendship, mentorship, generosity. And Sandy is retiring from American Airlines after 50 years. How amazing is that? So, okay, Jake, am I done?
Thank you very much, Cindy. Thank you. Another special thanks to our youth family sponsor, Ginger and Jimmy Meyer. Your support sponsored 40 youth, family members, and staff to attend the event tonight. If you find yourself moved by our candidates this evening, there are donation envelopes in the center of your tables. If you would like to make a donation or learn more about becoming involved, please indicate your interest and our staff will connect you at the close of the event. And now we begin our introduction of our Youth of the Year candidates. Celcino Saucedo attends the Air Force Academy High School as a senior. She is an inaugural member of the Air Force Academy Boys and Girls Clubs and led a corps of student leaders during our first freshman and sophomore connection summer program. Celcina currently is the highest ranking cadet in her academy and has earned the designation of Cadet Colonel. She also serves as the general president for the Air Force Academy High School Student Government Association. Celcina enjoys hanging out in powwow, tutoring her fellow cadets, folkloric dancing, and enjoying her family on the weekends. Celcina is proud and excited about the work that the Union League Boys and Girls Clubs are doing in a newly formed partnership with Air Force Academy and can't wait to witness its continued progress. Celcina's post-secondary plans include attending the United States Flight Academy to earn a pilot's license and then to Southern Illinois University, where she will enlist in the United States Air Force. Let's give a warm welcome to Celcino Saucedo.
Years old, on the street, beside your head.
Shy, anxious, discouraged. These were the words that I was feeling in middle school. I was a caterpillar in a cocoon, waiting to spread my wings, never having the idea to come out of my cocoon. I was hiding in a wall which I created myself, never thinking of the idea to come out of my safe, warm cocoon. I often reflect on my middle school years and cringe, thinking about the ways that I was bullied and the lack of value that I had in myself. I had no voice. My first rip out of my cocoon was when I first entered Air Force Academy High School, AFAHS. I had the opportunity to do color guard. This was the first time where I had to stand in front of the entire school. I was petrified and anxiety shot up throughout my entire body. However, I was still holding the Air Force flag in my hands. I saw a tear of light through my cocoon that day. While I was making progress coming out of my cocoon, COVID-19 had created a new challenge for me. My only living parent, my mother, has tested positive for the virus. This made me want to crawl back into my cocoon. However, I knew this was not possible as I'm the oldest sibling living in my home and my younger sibling needed me to pull through. I use this challenge to further challenge myself to come out of my cocoon. Many would think because I dance ballet folklorico, a traditional form of Mexican dancing, since I was 5 years old, that I have already transformed into a confident person because we perform in large crowds and venues such as Millennium Park. However, it wasn't until my exposure to leadership at AFAHS and most recently, my mentorship with Mr. Lee of the Union League Boys and Girls Club that I had finally confronted what I feared the most, people's opinions. Mr. Lee appeared in the beginning of my senior year. I could never express enough gratitude and respect towards Mr. Lee because he motivates me to be a strong student leader. It is mentors like Mr. Lee that are the critical pillars for the youth of our future. I can personally attest the positive benefits of mentorship because the Boys and Girls Club help a number of students with different issues. Mr. Lee is one of the reasons why I believe in myself and why I finally emerged from my cocoon. I finally spread my wings this year as I earned the title of Cadet Principal. Wing Commander, and most recently, Class President of the Student Government Association of the Executive Board. I even applied and received a scholarship with the United States Air Force to earn my private pilot's license this upcoming summer. I no longer shy away from people's opinions and allow others to define me. I'm certain that Celsina Juliana Salcedo will be so proud of the beautiful butterfly that she turned into today. Thank you.
Deep inside, pressure's high, just to stay alive.
You can keep the music. Jalissa Bowers is a senior at Lincoln Park High School and has been a part of the Barreto Club for 12 years. She was awarded Junior Youth of the Year in 2018. Throughout her tenure as a member, she participated in many programs, including Power Hour, Smart Girls, Torch Club, and Keystone. She uses her knowledge from all of these programs and offers her support to peers and community. She embodies her role as Keystone president with grace, integrity, and a strong sense of self. Her list of hobbies is amazing, and the ones that she gravitates towards the most are volleyball and knitting and embroidery. She also is an avid reader that loves discovering the world through books. Two of her most passionate goals are to have true inner peace and to experience a successful college career. She has accumulated 1,030 service hours so far and plans to do more in the near future. All of her academic plans and personal ambitions are leading her to a domineering career in the medical field. For now, she is the newest youth development professional at Union League Boys and Girls Club Chopin site, being the professional role model that is needed for the youth we serve. Let's give it up for Jalissa Bowers.
Beautiful tango, take me by the hand. Beautiful tango.
What gives your life meaning? These are 5 words that have stuck with me since March of 2020. The past couple of years, as we all know, have been extremely stressful. Many of us lost jobs. Some of us lost loved ones, and most of us lost the ability to find hope. I was one of those people. Not being able to see family and friends worried me. Of our world returning to normal enhanced my anxiety. All of my growth, hard work, progress, victories felt useless. COVID affected my happiness, my creativity, and my ability to hope. Despite not being able to gather, my family at Barreto Boys and Girls Club ensured that we stayed connected, even if that meant through screens. Programs like Keystone Club were now virtual, and as president, I wanted to show awareness to the kind of leader I've grown into. I wanted to show those around me that they too could share what made them feel valued. The club has always been an outlet for me. It's the place where I found my voice, where I'm supported, and most importantly, where I'm appreciated. This was the foundation of my support system, and I intend to continue to find these aspects in the next chapter of my life. In order to support our members within Keystone, my advisor and I facilitated meetings that consisted of mental health check-ins, goal setting, and mindfulness activities. This helped with relieving some of our anxieties. It became my inspiration and the moment that I knew that this is something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I planned on using these set of skills as I began supporting my peers through their personal journeys. Later that year, my great-grandmother Lita caught COVID. I'd known that it could happen. However, I never thought that my family or I would be directly affected by it. It was in the wake of it all that I realized that the people within Barreto Club were there to support me when I needed them most. All of the support that I was giving to others was reciprocated, and I'm grateful to say that because of my club family, I was once again able to find hope. Lita, the club, and others in my community have inspired me to want to go into the healthcare profession. All of those check-ins and being able to see and listen to my peers made me wonder about the people who didn't have the same support system I did. For me, this meant taking an interest in mental health nurse practitioning in efforts to one day promote mindfulness. Fortunately, we were lucky enough to return in person. This meant that all of the skills we practiced while in isolation needed to continue. Being back at the club has given me the time to work on my long-term goals, such as preparing for my future. To ensure that I continue to fulfill my passion of helping others, I, along with my team, conducted writing workshops that encouraged sessions for applying to college. I'm thankful to everyone who has helped support me in the last couple of years. I would have not come this far without all of you, and I most certainly wouldn't have been able to handle those hard times on my own. This does not mean a life without challenges. However, this experience has shown me that I can break barriers. It has shown me that the trials we face cannot steal the supportive systems we have from one another. I am proud to say that my name is Jalissa Bowers, and I'm a product of Barreto Union League Boys and Girls Clubs. Having the club as a safe space has shown me that hope allows you to explore opportunities you never knew you could. Thank you.
If you make me go, how long will it last?
Alicia Stevens. Alicia Stevens is a senior at Roberto Clemente High School and describes herself as a risk taker and caring. She has attended the Union League Boys and Girls Clubs for 4 years and has been an active member. Alicia participated in many programs within the club, such as Sea Perch, Keystone, Power Hour, coding classes, and yoga. Alicia is considered an experimentalist when it comes to finding new hobbies, but her favorite ones would have to be painting and journaling. Alicia hopes to pursue a career in the psychology field and help others with mental health issues or to find their own voice. Please put your hands together for Alicia Stevens.
For minutes I fell, and Joe I got to my door, open the windows to my soul, told me he can get us.
Says,
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alicia Stevens, and I am a senior at Roberto Clemente and a proud member of the Clemente Club. The club has allowed me to open my eyes to a better version of myself. I started off as a freshman stuck in a quicksand of insecurities, surrounded by darkness and loneliness. I didn't find the light to guide me nor the confidence to lift me up until being welcomed into the Clemente Club. I was met with unconditional care, acceptance, and freedom to find my voice. I didn't know it then, but the club allowed me to have massive personal growth. As a freshman, I was quiet, introverted, and unambitious. But the club has helped me embody those traits as a senior. Instead of waiting for someone to speak to me, I take the initiative to speak first. I really feel like I can be myself without judgment in the club and even outside of it. I was born and raised on the north side of Chicago in Logan Square. I went to an elementary school in a nice neighborhood that had a Boys and Girls Club. Eventually, this had to come to an end in 2017. This transition was a deal breaker for me because I was now about to be separated from my friends and everything I knew. My mother, two brothers, sister, and I had to move in with my aunt on the southwest side of Chicago. We all had to bunk together in my aunt's living room, which was uncomfortable and with little privacy. I was not excited about making this transition, but little did I know the Clemente Club would help me with my experience. There are two staff members who I believe are puzzle pieces of influence for me. There is Milton, who is reliable and recognizes me when he yells out, "Stevens!" in the halls and encourages me to do more to myself. There is Sam, who helped me find my voice, and I credit him for becoming more social. Both staff members, along with the rest of the club, helped me become comfortable in my skin and find my voice. I heard my first gunshots one day and was wrapped in a blanket of fear. Moving to North Lawndale was a major transition for me. I thought the sounds were fireworks celebrating life, but it was really gunshots that were taking a life away. My passion for any gun violence stems from this experience, losing family members and childhood friends, all because of one bullet. No one should have to get used to those sounds and the trauma and pain that it inflicts. That's why I want to put an end to gun violence. I want to be able to support those who have gone through this trauma and pain. I know that some of those who are behind the guns are adolescents just like me, and they need guidance because we are the future. The club is why I don't have so many dark days. And it almost feels like a second chance. And that's why I'm grateful to have this opportunity to use my voice. Thank you.
Got the video ready? Thank you, Alicia. And now a special video.
Good evening and welcome to our new Chopin Club. I am here with Mr. Wyver, and he is here to talk to us about his orchestra.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. This is the Chopin Elementary String Orchestra as run in combination with the Verrett School of Music, which is in the West Loop. Here at Chopin in Humboldt Park, these kids rehearse for 2 hours a day after school. So they don't get to leave here until usually after 6 o'clock. They're doing this because they want to.
Mr. Wyver, how long have you been doing this?
That gets a scary number. I've been doing this for 20 years now. I believe this is year 20. It's always hard to keep track of things during a pandemic, but I believe this is year 20 of our program.
Wonderful. And how has the pandemic impacted your program?
It made things incredibly difficult. It is all but impossible to have a ensemble performance like this online. You simply can't do it because of physics. Electricity takes time to get to where it's going. So you cannot play with the precision that these kids are used to playing with. So we were reduced to doing sectional rehearsals. We were reduced to playing one at a time. And that robbed us from having the overall group being more than a sum of just its parts. When these kids get to play, when the lights are on, they do indeed come and make a sound that is more beautiful than they would ever do in rehearsal.
And you've been doing an incredible job with the students. How has opening a Union League Boys and Girls Club location within the school impacted your program?
Well, that was actually really, really integral to our success because we did not have a way for some of our children to be supervised, for one thing. Siblings or relations or kids waiting for a second hour class were simply left to their own devices, and they're, well, they were asked to do their homework for an hour, and not every kid wanted to do their homework for an hour before rehearsing. So we were in a bind. We really had no way of our kids having a way to be able to have constructive time in between rehearsals. And now, thanks to the Boys and Girls Club, we have every child engaged all the time, and the growth shows because of that involvement.
Well, thank you so much for having us here. You've been doing a wonderful job with the students, and we're very happy to be a proud part of this. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wow, wasn't that great? All right. Before we move on, another special thanks to our youth development sponsor, the Shade Family Foundation. Your sponsorship supported and costs associated with preparing our youth for the competition tonight, including clothing costs. Now, back to our 2022 Youth of the Year candidates. Angeles Munoz is a senior at Institution Health Service Sciences Career Academy and has been a Club One kid for over 7 transformative years. Angela's has made the most out of her time at Club One by joining a variety of programs, including Smart Girls, Google CS First, Torch Club, and Keystone. Angela's has also enjoyed her time as an arts and crafts assistant and her time playing volleyball at the club. Her hobbies include listening to music and painting. Angela's has accumulated over 100 service hours volunteering at the club and participating in events at school. Through her acts of kindness and service, she has discovered her passion in caring for others and hopes to one day become a nurse. Let's give it up for Angeles Munoz.
Dream so big and loud, I jump so high, I touch the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretch my hands out to the sky. We dance with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, oh.
Hello, everyone. My name is Angeles Munoz. I am a senior at Instituto del Progreso Latino. Rob Liano once wrote, "The sorrow we feel when we lose a loved one is the price we pay to have had them in our lives." To which this question comes to mind: do you ever think back on the past and wish you cherished it in the moment? As I mourn losing my dad to COVID-19 and look at the reality of our family now, I've learned the real meaning of responsibility and support. And though I wish to have him back in my life, his presence isn't the only thing I've learned to value. When I think about what has made me stronger, independent, and ultimately resilient, I think about the families I'm part of, my family at home and my family at Club One. My family at home includes my mom, dad, and 2 brothers. My dad is still part of it as he continues to watch me from afar and still hold his teachings close to heart. Thanks to him and my mother, I grew up with the mindset that I could be whoever I wanted to be if I worked hard enough. They sacrificed their lives in Mexico to come to the US to make sure we had better lives. I didn't grow up rich. Instead, I felt wealthy because I was surrounded by love and support. They worked hard to provide for us, which means we didn't get to see them a lot of the time. They had to lean on different people to make sure we were always taken care of. But I am truly grateful for the day they discovered they can lean on Club One. It's easy to expect a child to act like a child, but that wasn't my first instinct when I arrived at the club. I wanted to be around my brothers to protect them, but the weight that I carried from understanding the real world as a kid disappeared the moment I walked through the door at Club One. The peace that the club gave me allowed me to discover many things, and where staff members like Yolanda set an example for the type of role model I wanted to be for others. In my time in leadership groups like Torch Club, Keystone, Smart Girls, and building bridges through basketball, I was able to build my confidence and find my voice. My dad would always say, "You have the hands to help people." I didn't understand the weight of these words until I saw so many people in need of healing, including myself. With that being said, I plan to make my dad, my family, and my community proud by pursuing a career in healthcare. As a member of the Pilsen and Little Village community and Club One family, I hope the next generation of young Latinas can see that they too can find themselves in the love and support of their clubs. Now, as I reflect as a young adult, I can see how it helped create who I am today, the next 2022 Youth of the Year. Thank you, everyone.
Back, whoa, I'm never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now.
Khalib Moncayo is a senior at Wells Community Academy School, where he has attended the Club 2 since his freshman year. He is an inspirational young man who has proven his commitment to developing his leadership, all while maintaining a 3.8 GPA. Khalib is very passionate about physical health, developing healthy lifestyle choices, and educating others on how to do the same. He accredits his personal growth to programs such as Power Hour, Keystone, Sea Perch, Fit Club, and soccer. Khalib likes to spend his spare time hanging out with friends, working out, or just relaxing and watching a good movie. Khalib will be the first in his family to attend college, where he plans to become a physical trainer. His goal is to spread and educate the importance of physical health and maintaining daily healthy lifestyle routines in his community. Please make some noise for Khalib Moncayo.
Representing here tonight. Hold on.
How can I explain myself?
Mijo, don't let others influence your decisions. Always be independent and don't let others get in your way. Those wise words from my mother have helped me shape through and get through the toughest challenges in my life. Many young people were forced to deal with isolation, trauma, and adversity over the COVID-19 pandemic. I had to experience more than the average student, but just as my mom said, you have to be strong and push through problems that come across your path. My name is Khalid Moncayo Xavier. I was born and raised in the city of Chicago. I am a first-generation Brazilian and Ecuadorian. I grew up with an older brother and single mom who did her best to support us. I had to be self-sufficient from a young age and experience firsthand what it is like to be independent on your own. My freshman year of high school, I joined Club 2. The club staff were welcoming and gave me the opportunity to discuss anything in and out of school. I never had so many mentors in my life. It was here that I discovered my strengths and was able to grow my passion for leadership and my independence. With the staff encouragement, I joined team sports. I saw how this changed my confidence, my mental and physical ability. As a Keystone member, I started volunteering for my school community. My peers began to recognize me as a leader and complimented me on my work ethic. Working on myself and with the community helped to distract me from anything that I was dealing with at home. My mother was diagnosed with cancer in February 2019, and at the time, my family was going through the toughest struggles. While my family struggled to cope with our new reality, I became more active at school, supporting student life issues and building practices for student needs. When the pandemic hit, I lost all the things that kept me busy. I lost all the things that kept me going. I started to feel as if things were getting out of control, and just as things couldn't seem to get any worse, my mother lost her battle with cancer in March of 2020. Losing my mother while transitioning to remote learning felt like a lot to deal with at once. I felt overwhelmed, anxious, and uncertain about my future. This is where I began my journey towards managing my physical health. I was able to get through these challenges by focusing on my mental health and goals. When I would work out, it was a way to relieve all that I was feeling, but in a positive way. I was motivated to become the best version of myself. This experience helped me realize that I want to pursue a career in athletics training or anything related to nutrition and health. I want to educate people on how to feel their best physically and mentally. I want to use this platform as an advocate to support youth going through rough times. Sharing resources and knowledge on managing your physical health can also help with your mental health. The challenges I have faced through the last few years have shown me and that I'm prepared for my college and my journey beyond. I learned that once you educate and dedicate yourself to a goal you're aiming for, you can't let anyone else stop you from achieving that. This is why I want to represent the Union League Boys and Girls Club as the Youth of the Year for 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Khalib and Angeles. And now another fun video to learn a little more about our candidates.
My name is Khalid. I'm in 12th grade, senior in high school. I represent Club 2. And Youth of the Year, what it means to me is a way to express what your personal life has been like in a way that you're able to share with other candidates and with the judges and to be able to embrace.
My name is Gabriel Hernandez. I participate in Garcia High School. And what I want to change is I want to change the fact that, housing is very expensive nowadays. I want to change that. I want to make it so people can live in a safe place, in a safe community. Because Chicago, as we know, is not the safest. But it's not the most dangerous. So we can make a change. That's what I believe. A nice, safe community.
My name is Jamal Gangs. The club I'm from is Edward Stone. 2 facts about me is I play basketball. I dance too. I dance. I'm good. Like that no more. I'm in love with basketball.
Okay, hi, hello. My name is Axel Leonidas Heedless, and I go to Octavio Paz. And 2 fun facts about me is that I like playing soccer, basketball, and football.
My name is Alicia Stevens, and I represent the Clemente Club. I had the opportunity last summer to travel abroad to Costa Rica through the Global program, and I'm also a part of an early college programming with the School of Arts Institute of Chicago.
My name is Quentin from Living System Academy, Boys and Girls Club. Follow your dreams and be you. Do what you like to do. Adrian Garcia.
And what club do you come from?
I come from Barrettos. What makes the great Youth of the Year is that I get to inspire other kids, show them how work is done. If they have anything, like any issues at home, I could show like an inspiration, make sure that everything goes great. If I can't do it, I'll ask one of my fellow Youth of the Years and see if they can help out.
Hi, my name is Angeles Munoz. I am representing Club 1. Being Youth of the Year means a lot of things to me. It means I get to represent my family, my community, and my club.
My name is Bruce Love. I'm at Club 1. Very different. And 2 facts about myself is probably I do karate. I've been doing it since I was around 6 years old. And yes, for a very long time.
My name is Idris Terrell. I represent Inglewood. What it means to me to be Youth of the Year is that I can show leadership and set like a standard.
My name is Joyce Bowers. I'm from Barretto Boys and Girls Club. And to be Youth of the Year means to represent the youth of tomorrow. It's the ability to facilitate, incorporate, and advocate for all of the greatness that is yet to come.
Hi, my name is Malachi Lewis. I go to the Union Boys and Girls Club. If you want to know who I am, I'm Junior Youth of the Year. The reason I'm Junior Youth of the Year is because I earned it. They chose me. And I'm happy they chose me because I'm gonna show you guys you could be exactly where I am now. Exactly right here. It's a privilege. Something that you earn. And something that you have to put a lot of hard work into and time. If you come here just to play and play around when you be Junior Youth of the Year, then it's not for you then. Just that's a sign. You need to put a lot of hard work in it. You have to put passion in it, and it's mostly just about your story.
Hi, my name is Shatif Milton. I represent the AJ Warwick Elementary School Boys and Girls Club. It means a lot to me to be in this youth program because it just allowed me to be more open to myself, and I know a lot of kids like young boys can follow in my footsteps.
My name is Christina Salcedo. I go to the Boys and Girls Club at First Academy High School. I'm 17 years old, and what I think during Youth of the Year is being a strong and independent person that people can rely on.
A final thank you to our last special sponsorship. Thank you to the Shaw family, the technology sponsor. Your sponsorship supported the technology gifts for the Youth of the Year candidates tonight. Now back again to our final two Youth of the Year candidates. Jamal Gaines attends Inglewood STEM as a junior. This is Jamal's first year being a club member since Inglewood STEM is one of our newer club locations. He is our first Youth of the Year from Inglewood STEM. Jamal participates in a program called Global Citizens. Members receive the opportunity to travel to different communities throughout the city. Jamal also participates in After School Matters, culinary arts, plays sports, and loves to study business. Jamal's hobbies are playing basketball, dance, and rap. His dream is to be a professional basketball player and professional trainer. His short-term goals consist of graduating high school and taking care of his siblings. Let's give it up for Jamal Gaines.
Lay. What's up? Yeah.
Kayla's in the building.
My walk to school is only 15 blocks. But those 15 blocks probably look and sound a lot different than your average commute to school or your walk to work. These experiences in your daily life are likely enjoyed and even taken for granted. The sights and sound of my daily commute through Inglewood include gunshots, people arguing, and ambulance sirens. Every day it's a struggle to get to and from school. It's a struggle to wait alone at the bus stop, wondering if I'm safe or not. I can ask my mom to take me to school, but she needs to rest. All of this never stops me from getting to school on time. Many kids make the same walk, but end up in a different direction. When I was younger, people and even my own family thought I was going to be a dropout or in the game. This motivates me because I feel like I have to prove them wrong. This is why I go to school every day, play point guard on the basketball team, and why I study hard to get on the honor roll. Living in Inglewood has taught me so much. Most of it I have learned on my own. My greatest form of inspiration starts with my younger brother, DeAndre. Frankly, at first I didn't care much about what was going on in Inglewood. All I cared about was making it out. But there was one thing my brother told me that changed my perspective forever. He said, bro, I want to be like you. And it hit me because out of all the celebrities and athletes he said he want to be like me. I realized I wanted to be the role model for him that I really never had. I can do this by achieving my goals, like being the first male in my family to go to college, and by pursuing my interests and becoming a coach or trainer. I told my brother basketball to get him an earlier start than I had. I quickly realized I created a monster. A sixth grader who is the tallest on his team, can pass and score on the pick, but though he does need to work on his shooting. This all helped me realize the positive impact I can make as a coach. Accomplishing my goals would change my life and hopefully change life in Inglewood as well. This is what motivates me to do more so I can make a change in our generation and the next. There's a quote I like. As one person, I cannot change the world, but I can change the world of one person. My brother can be that one person for me. and I hope he will have the same positive impact one day. I often ask myself on my walk to school, why are we not changing our community? The Union League Boys and Girls Clubs is helping me answer that question. I am starting to understand the positive impact the clubs have on my community. The club has introduced me to a Global Citizen program. This allows me to explore different neighborhoods outside of Inglewood. This Youth of the Year experience is impactful. Standing here in front of all of you and telling my story is something that I never thought I would have the opportunity to do. I feel lucky to have the club in my life. I also feel lucky to have some great role models in my walk through life. My mom is one of them. It's hard for her to be a single parent, raising 3 kids by herself, but my mother is a strong and independent woman. My mom works so hard, and it bothers me to see her do all this by herself. I like to help her in any way, including watching over my siblings and sometimes paying for my little brother's needs. I want to thank my coaches for being my other forms of inspiration. Coach Lomax, Coach Q, and Coach Allen sitting over there. He's sitting over there. Oh, right there. He right there. He right there. He right there. I see you, Alan. Coach Lomax is a very patient man. I take notes on how he talks and how he explains plays. Coach Allen is always giving life speeches. Even though we don't always want to hear it, but I know we need it. He talks about taking advantage of opportunities when given. That's why I am here today. This is an opportunity to share my story and overcome my fear, speaking in front of many people. Certainly, that is an important part of being a good coach. So thank you all for this opportunity. Hopefully the walks to a school for my kids and the next generation will be so much different than my walk. My name is Jamal Gaines, and this is what it's like walking 15 blocks in my shoes.
Gabriel Hernandez is a sophomore at Major Hector P. Garcia High School in Archer Heights. Gabriel was one of the first members at the new Union League Boys and Girls Club site at Garcia. He signed up during the chess club and later started participating in other Union League Boys and Girls Clubs sponsored activities. Gabriel participates in the school newspaper, chess club, STEM club, gamers club, and music club. He has also participated in the Boys and Girls Club engineering program, where he helped create robots and computers. This program kicked off his interest in robotics and programming. Gabriel would like to go to Harvard University to study electrical engineering and become a robotics engineer. His motivation is to make his family proud and to honor his grandfather who passed away 3 years ago. Please put your hands together for Gabriel Hernandez.
As a child, you would play and watch from far away. You always knew that you'd be the one that went they all play. You lay awake at night and scheme of all the things that you.
Hello, my name is Gabriel Hernandez, and I would like to tell you a story about who I was and who I am now, and who I want to be. When I was a kid, I was told that I was smart, that I would do great things in my life, but I never really took it to heart until I was 13. I never thought about the challenges and hardships I would face until now, but now is the present, where I've risen to the highest point that I have ever been in my life. When I was 5 years old, my grandfather and my grandmother raised me since my parents were always at work. and they were smart and caring people who raised me as best as they could. 7 years later, and my grandfather was hospitalized. I was only 12 at the time, and I never thought anything of it. I thought that a few months would go by. I thought that my family was invincible. Until a whole year passed, and he passed away as well. My whole world was shattered. It took me a few months, but I eventually decided to get up and learn from the man that he used to be. Now my respect for him has only grown. In late 2019, I went to the Boys and Girls Club for the first time. I joined an engineering and computer engineering program where we took apart and built together computers. Eventually, this turned into Sea Perch, which was a program about creating a small submarine machine and racing with it. However, the program closed down due to COVID-19. This did spark an interest in robotics and electrical engineering for me. A couple years later, now I'm at Major Hector P. Garcia High School. I've participated in multiple clubs, such as the Newspaper Club, which allows the school and its community a voice on recent events. I am the lead writer, and I do interviews with staff members to tell their life stories on how they got there to that point in their lives. I'm also a part of Chess Club, which helps me strategize and where I've participated in multiple tournaments with other schools. I'm also part of Makerspace Club, which is all about creating like anything that you want. This has kept my interest in robotics and engineering. And finally, debate team. I'm planning on joining it since it is just starting up, and it is all about writing bills and implementing policies and talking about the pros and cons of it. This will help me analyze situations and problems and will help me as a leader and as a voice for others. The Boys and Girls Club has helped me, and thanks to it, I was able to pursue my dreams for the future. It's been a wonderful community where I was able to connect with all of my peers and staff members and teachers. Thanks to it, I am standing here right now in front of all of you. Before that, I couldn't do this. Every challenge that I've faced has built me into the person that you now see. I will do my best to lead my generation and the future generations to come as Youth of the Year, even with the disadvantage of having less than a month to prepare. One personal goal of mine is to graduate from Harvard University and studying robotics and engineering for that, so I could eventually work at Boston Dynamics. My main goal, however, for the future is to build a community, a wonderful, safe community, because that's something that we all need, especially now. I want to encourage people in their darkest times. And for people who are going through a rough time, I have a piece of advice for you. Don't give up. Do what you can and succeed in your life, because no matter what, you deserve happiness and success in your life. Carve your own path. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. All my motivation is thanks to my family, my friends, and the Boys and Girls Club. And thanks to them, I would like to give a special thanks to all of you, including my teacher, Ms. Craig, and Brittany, who has helped me achieve to where I am today. And I would love to honor my grandfather, for it's been over 3 years since he has passed away. I thank everyone. I thank you. Goodbye.
All of the candidates tonight are exceptional students, sons, daughters, friends, club members, and citizens. We're now moving into the Junior Youth of the Year portion of the evening. What is Junior Youth of the Year? Junior Youth of the Year is part of Boys and Girls Clubs of America's premier recognition and leadership development program. is a program that gives younger club members ages 10 to 13 a chance to demonstrate their leadership ability and potential, and to build the strong foundation needed to succeed in the future. Now I'd like to ask Cindy Dollity, Lisa Shade, David Torres, Dave Johnson, Stacy Fleming, and Michael P. Sullivan of Peak Construction up to the stage. All Junior Youth of the Year, as I call out your name, please head up to the stage. After receiving your gift, please walk off the stage. Louis Leal from Club One. Yeah, there we go. Now you can clap. Malachi Lewis from Barreto Club. Avian Garcia from Chopin Club. Jesus Suarez from Hammond Club. Axel Loides Hiles from Paz Club. Edream Terrell from Stag Club. Quentin Pope from Nicholson Club. Shantice Newton from Wentworth Club. And now time to announce the Junior Youth of the Year winner.
Hello, everyone. I have the paper here with the winner. Our winner this year, and all of you candidates worked so hard and know that you are all winners. Everybody put in their heart and soul into this, and we so appreciate it. And we know that you're going to do well with everything you do following this. Our winner this year for Junior Youth of the Year for the Union League Boys and Girls Clubs is Malachi Lewis from Barreto Club.
If you could walk a day in my shoes, would you laugh or cry? If you were called the devil's child, would you stare or hide? If you felt alone, would you find friends or stay alone? Those are questions I ask you all, because those are things I've been through in my life. My name is Malachi Lewis. I am 11 years old. I've been going to Barreto Boys and Girls Club for 6 years. It's been a journey, and I never had a support system like Barreto. Being there made me feel loved and supported. The relationships I built will forever impact me. Throughout the many hardships, not having my parents around was the toughest. At the age of 4, my mom and dad left me. I didn't know until after they came back that they decided to abandon me. I was just a kid playing with toys and learning how to develop my mental skills. It wasn't noticeable until I was 7 years old and they reappeared. My heart was filled with different emotions: anger, love, and confusion. Even though I was upset, I still loved them. I had to grow up feeling alone. A lot of people don't know how it feels not having parents around. My grandpa German never left my side. He took care of me despite everything going on. He taught me how to control my anger and how to be a young man. He told me, don't give hate, give love no matter what. He kept my spirit high. I went through depression and sadness for a long time. I thought about suicide often, and I was only 10. Being so young, I was afraid to talk to someone. I had to grow up feeling alone. Growing at Barreto helped my whole mindset change. My life went from a dark cloud to a sunny rainbow. I had joined Passport to Manhood, Science Club, VR. I felt a sense of belonging. Passport to Manhood taught me how to cope with my depression, be a voice for myself, and I could change anything I wanted to change. In the Science Club, I participated in the science fair. I had a great time talking to people about something I created. Staff like Berto, Kalia, Gigi, and Scott pushed me to be a star. I developed a passion for mental health because of what I went through and what my friends went through. Talking more openly to my friends helped me understand that our stories are the same. I am more aware of health. And as a Junior Youth of the Year, I want to help others become aware of themselves too. I want to be the voice of the youth that says it's okay to have a down moment. Just don't stay there. If I can persevere, so can they.
Congratulations, Malachi. Now, one last sponsor we'd like to mention, Peak Construction, for the help on the lakefront and at the camp in Wisconsin. Thank you very much. Now it's time to announce the Union League Boys and Girls Club's 2022 Youth of the Year. Can Celine Fitzgerald please come up to join Cindy? I'd like to ask that 7 Youth of the Year candidates to come back up to the stage. Celsina, Jalissa, Alicia, Angeles, Khalib, Jamal, and Gabriel.
Okay, great job to everyone. First of all, Malachi, I think I'm going to hire you. I need an assistant. I think you'd be great. Yep, it'll pay very well. I want to say thank you everyone to coming. This was amazing. All the Junior Youth of the Year, the Youth of the Year, well, did such a phenomenal job. You all are inspiring. We are all here because you inspire us to be better people each and every day, whether we're trustees or just friends of the organization. So thank you for being such wonderful students, and wishing you all the best of luck in the rest of the school year and on to whatever you do. You will all be phenomenal. So let's give them another round of applause. And this year's Union League Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year, there's something funny going on. Jeremy, just kidding. Jalissa Bowers from Barreto Club. Congratulations. I know, Jeremy has the magic touch. What can we say? Congratulations, Jalissa.
Take me by the hand, beautiful tango, until you make me dance.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd, and I'm just extremely thankful. When I first started at Union League Boys and Girls Club, I was really shy, and I didn't really like to open up too much to people. But when I first started out there, people like Frank, hi Frank, Rosie, I'm not sure where she's at. Rosie, and a couple of other staff had become my mentors, and they have helped shape me to who I am today. And I'm very appreciative of them. And now that I'm much older and I'm in my senior year, Jeremy, Gigi, Hector, they have all helped me progress in my academic career and my Boys and Girls Club career. So I'm very thankful. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of you on your amazing achievements. Let's give the candidates one more round of applause. We wish Jalissa Bowers best of luck at State Youth of the Year competition, and congratulations once again to our Junior Youth of the Year, Malachi Lewis, on his great achievement. Thank you to everyone here who helps make our Union League Boys and Girls Clubs programs like this possible. The Sunday and Donut Bar Dessert Bar is open now. Please take some time to network and congratulate our youth. Staff will be in the back of the room to pick up donation cards or to answer any of your questions about getting involved. If you are a Youth of the Year candidate, please move to near the fireplace. And part of the groups for the following sponsors: the Shade Family Foundation, Audrey and Dave Johnson, Fitzgerald Family, Jimmy Meyer. Come join us for a short meet and greet by the fireplace with the candidates. Thank you and good night.